Alright, welcome back, disciples. Today I'm trying something new. We're covering all of Exodus 5 through 11 in under 5 minutes. And no, that doesn't mean a lazy breakdown. This is going to be packed with details, giving you the full story in a quick, digestible way. I know long videos can be a lot to sit through, and honestly, shorter videos tend to get watched all the way through, which really helps with the YouTube algorithm. So this is a bite-sized but complete breakdown of Exodus 5 to 11. Every key moment, no fluff. Let me know in the comments what you prefer, longer deep dives or quick high-energy recaps, because I do this for you, and I take your feedback seriously. Alright, let's get into it. And while we go through this, I'll also be building a creeper farm. Gotta keep that gunpowder supply stocked. After recording, I tried turning all the dirt around it into path blocks, and suddenly the farm started working way better. I'm not totally sure how mob spawning mechanics work in this case, but it seems like path blocks might be helping. If you're building one, give it a shot and let me know if it works for you. So in Exodus 3 to 4, God told Moses to go to Pharaoh and demand, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh, not impressed. Instead of freeing the Israelites, he makes their work harder. No more free straw for making bricks, but the same impossible quota. Classic Pharaoh move. Kind of sounds like my boss, actually. Never mind. Anyway, Moses goes back to God like, this isn't working. But God tells him, just wait, I'm about to show Egypt who's really in charge. Moses and Aaron roll back into Pharaoh's palace, staff in hand. First, Aaron's staff turns into a snake. Pharaoh's magicians copy the trick, but then Moses' snake eats theirs. Still, Pharaoh says no. So, God escalates. First plague, Moses strikes the Nile and boom, blood everywhere. The fish die, the water stinks, but Pharaoh doesn't budge. Next, frogs. Not just a few, everywhere. In houses, beds, ovens. Pharaoh finally says, okay, I'll let them go, just make the frogs stop. Moses prays, the frogs die, and then Pharaoh changes his mind. So God sends gnats. Tiny, biting, swarming gnats covering people and animals. Even Pharaoh's magicians admit, this is the finger of God. But Pharaoh, still stubborn. Then come the flies, swarms of them, but only in Egypt. Not a single one in the Israelite land. Pharaoh tries to negotiate, saying, okay, worship your God, but stay in Egypt. Moses says no. Pharaoh refuses again. Next, disease wipes out all of Egypt's livestock. Horses, donkeys, camels, sheep. But the Israelites' animals? Totally fine. Pharaoh still won't listen. Then boils, painful sores breaking out on every Egyptian. Even Pharaoh's magicians are too sick to stand. But Pharaoh still says no. So God sends a massive hailstorm. Unlike anything Egypt has ever seen, it destroys crops, kills animals left outside, and even burns as it falls. Some Egyptians actually start listening, rushing to get their slaves and animals indoors. But Pharaoh? Nope. Then locusts. Millions of them devouring anything left after the hail. Now Egypt is basically starving. Pharaoh panics, says he'll let them go, but then changes his mind again. So God sends darkness. Not just night, thick, heavy darkness covering Egypt for 3 days. No one can move. But in the Israelite land, perfect light. Pharaoh tries another deal. Leave your animals, then you can go. Moses refuses. Pharaoh loses it, yelling, get out! If I see you again, you die. And that's when Moses tells him, you won't see me again, but get ready. One final plague is coming. Here's my take. Pharaoh wasn't just stubborn, he was his own worst enemy. He kept ignoring the warning signs, and every time he refused to change, things got worse. And honestly, we do the same thing. We hold on to bad habits, fear, pride, even when we know it's messing us up. But here's the deal. When God's trying to get your attention, listen early. Don't wait until everything falls apart before you finally change. Learn from Pharaoh. Stubbornness never wins. And speaking of not waiting too long, don't wait to hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying these Minecraft Bible stories, make sure to like, subscribe and drop a comment, letting me know if you prefer these shorter videos or the longer ones. And trust me, you won't want to miss the next one, because just when Pharaoh finally lets them go, he changes his mind again, and the Israelites find themselves trapped between an army and the sea. What happens next? Let's just say water and miracles are about to collide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.